There was a trending video. Was it yesterday? Yesterday evening, yes. Afternoon, evening, thereabout, some time around that period. There was the trending video of Asari Dokubo making a statement like Boko Haram will be a child's play. Okay, so let's go back in time. About a week ago, or over a week ago, the governor, Siminalayi Fubara, while in company of the military, the GOC, questioned why there is a cap to allow the weapon. You've seen this. We're not going to go into all of that. I think Ifemi Andrew talked about it, so I go into all of that details. But yeah, he questioned and he said it's not the military position to be playing politics in River State, but to help the police in maintaining peace, internal peace. And in this conversation in River State, I'm going to put the governor. I'm going to read from one of the dailies published about a week ago. He said, "Don't indulge in politics. Your predecessors who indulged in politics here ended up badly. If you don't listen and you engage when we River people finish prayers, you will go with sickness." He went ahead to say, at this particular time, what is most critical is security. I know one of the roles is to complement police efforts on the internal security, especially when it concerns army has capacity to combat this area of security. He went ahead and said, somewhere in the local government area, it is a military and civilians parade there. Is it that our law now allow individuals to brandish AK-47, that people can display these arms before military personnel and don't do anything about it? It is an insult to the state, to the federal government area. I don't know where it is coming from. Maybe you people allow it for a reason, but look into it. Now, this last part I just read, he also talks about the Ilele axis of the east-west road, the Ilele axis, and he said, see, there were security challenges there and all of that. But I want us to look at the part where he said, it is an insult to the states, to the federal government of Nigeria. I don't know where it is coming from. Maybe you people allow it for a reason, but you looking, the chief security officer of the state, who has got better security intelligence than you and I, is getting all the data from different parts of the states, given these, came out and said he knows that there is a level from the military as to why these people should carry arms, because they're not hiding arms that they are carrying. Once again, let's go back in mind. Let's go a little bit further. Remember when they were setting security challenges along the Calabari Road in that period? Even the military that were there were touched by the insecurity at the time. I think a couple of them were shot at. I can't remember the story. I can't remember vividly. But the truth is, even the military on that were affected at the time. And according to the stories that we had, it was these boys who came in, and according to the reports that I did see at the time, that there were boys belonging to Asari Dokubo who helped to save the situation along that road, and I hear about the insecurity on that road. But then Asari yesterday, according to the viral video that we saw, responded to claims that the governor is after him. And he said, threatened, according to reports, to unleash him on the governor if he causes problem in his camp. So let's do a bit of quoting. Video Asari Dokubo can be seen chanting it collect, and the people responded saying "Woto." You know what that means in our local parlance. And then he goes on to say, we did not look for his trouble, so you shouldn't look for ours, because if he does, him go collect. Masari goes on to say, what did we do to him? During his election, we said it was an election for Ijaw people, and we wouldn't like if Ijaw people died because of their elections. We had the capacity to turn River State upside down, but we did not do it. And then he went ahead to say, an allegation, I need to put that one out there, that they rigged the election and he's now in government house. And then he said, I am using this medium to advise the governor to better retract the statement. I want him to know that River State is not and will never be a Christian state with, okay, I think that's a different one. That's a different, trouble that they had in the past, I think sometime in June. All right, so, and then going back to the first statement I made, the governor of the state is the chief seeker of it. And if he says he's not aware, remember, private security are not allowed to carry it if we go by the directive of the former IGP. And so if there is some kind of permission, shouldn't the governor of that state know, that these people can carry arms for XYZ reasons? Because there is the possibility, like some people are saying, like some people are arguing, that, government, I believe that's his name, Tompolo, is allowed to, they may be, and I can verify some people argue in that direction. And if that be the case, should the governor of that state not be in the know? It should be, because when we talk about national security, the governors, the 36 state governors, are usually part of that council meeting where they sit and talk security and how to solve the insecurity in the nation. So I'm looking at the situation now, and I'm wondering why the governor is being threatened, and they're saying if he does not if he continues to look into their matter, then they will tumble the state and Boko Haram will be a child's play. And it reminds me of what happened in Russia not too long ago, the Wagner group, and the attempt at some point to usurp the authority of Vladimir Putin. And before the usurpation trial, remember that the Wagner group were used in the fight in Ukraine by Russia. They were used as mercenaries in Ukraine by Russia. They were also used as mercenaries, or still being used as mercenaries in parts of Africa. So the question then is, how are you reacting? Because I've been looking at this story and I've been thinking, how do I approach this conversation without causing a storm? I don't want to. But security, because we just talked about insecurity, and we just talked about the fact that if River State is not secure, then foreign investments, even local investments, will not come to state. It fights for the remaining passage. And River State, an attractive place for investment, for startups, for people who want to do business. And one way to do that, like Obasanjo said the other day, is to ensure there is peace and security. But when you have statements like this, can we say there is a justification, even if there is some kind of partnership with the federal government from the Asari's camp? Can we say there is a justification for that? I'd like to know. What's your take, Rivers people? What's the number? 903064416. Remember, we're live on Facebook on Nigerian for PH is the handle. We're active on Twitter. Nigerian for PH is the handle as well. And we're live on YouTube. Nigerian for PH is the handle. And also, why is the governor, chief security officer of the state, not in the know if there's some kind of partnership? Is that, talk about the real situation of things when we talk about our security architecture. Also, you want to look at it from the angle, what are the security agencies really doing if we need private individuals to help us do some security work, like Tompolo, for instance? What are the security agencies doing? Because like the governor said, their job is to maintain peace and order and secure the sovereignty of the state and the country at large. But in that video, if you listened, Asari Dokubo actually said that, I mean, they're trying to help. And so they don't understand why the governor is, all about their case. And if that is the case, if they are trying to help, should the help not be in consonance with, the actions of the state government? These are some of the questions I have in my head. But let's open the phone. Let's go to the phone lines and let's see who we have. I've got Letan Barry from Bori. Letan Barry, welcome. Let's hear your thoughts on this very issue.
Yeah, good evening, Canada.
Yeah, good evening to you.
Yeah, let me contribute a little to that effect.
Quickly, please.
I think we are all aware that the governor is actually the chief security of the state. But that notwithstanding, all this why Asari Dokubo has been on with this fight to
asking questions about, certain...
So
let's see.
The object of criminal liability is to deter others from committing similar offense.
Okay.
The song that was sung by Asari, that is my fear, in the video, turn by turn, Latinubu turn.
No, that's not that. That's not the video I'm referring to.
You're talking about
No, that's to listen to the conversation. That's what that's not what I'm referring to.
Canada, thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Yeah, thank you very much for calling in. Let's take I'm going to kind of Revish. I'm asking a question.
Stay with us.
I'm asking a simple question. How are you reacting to that? That's the simple question. I'm not going to the other video that was viral as well, where he was singing turn by turn. No, that's that we talked about that one in the past. I've got Dakuku, but Dakuku, I'm sorry, I can't take your call now. There is a commercial break coming up. When I come back from the commercial break, I will collect your thoughts on that. IK said, if what Asari is doing is right, then let the ESN be. Interesting now. All right, we'll go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, conversations will continue. Do stay tuned. insecurity in River State, and I'm looking at the video that went viral yesterday, and of course the video by the governor of River State, and several statements were made by Asari Dokubo where he said something like Boko Haram will be a child's play if the governor continues to starve his peace. And he said he will collect water, and you know what that means in our local parlance, because that's pidgin, and some other things, And I'm linking it to the statement of the governor from last week, over a week ago, where he mentioned and said he does not understand, he does not know why, civilians are carrying arms and the military or the federal government is doing nothing about it. So I'm going to phone lines, time fast spent. I'm asking several questions, but the big one is, how are you reacting to the message? I asked another one. If Asari is in place trying to help the security here to River, why is it not confident about it? Correct me wrong. I'm also asking if there is a special arrangement like what geo pipelines. I don't know, but I'm asking if that was, why does the chief security officer of the state does not know about it? And that's another question, right? Correct me yet again if I'm wrong. And then talking about inflicting Boko Haram style on Rivers people. Oh my goodness, what's that? What does that imply? Well, I've got time from Che. Got time. Well, let's talk.
Yeah,
Good evening, Gus time.
Yeah, I'm calling from it. The governor have to stop.
What if Gus time? There's a slang me him.
Okay, yes.
I was asking you, like the government in that last. What if there is a special arrangement?
Hello?
Oh my goodness! I'm here. You guys go ahead and contribute, please.
Okay.
Contribution, honest. From welcome. Let's hear you.
Brother, for me, the head of Asari Dokubo and the governor of Rivers, I would say, the governor of the state, he has said something. An individual in a state, with that kind of statement, you call it threat, and you say, what is threat?
Just leave it a statement. You're correct. I mean, sounds like though.
Oh, thank you. Threat the governor. No, Fubara is the governor of the state. In other words, he's well training the entire state.
Hey.
Dokubo is threatening that state. Yes. What the governor said, everybody is in it in the video where he reached AK-7 or 45, whatever you call it. And now, the governor said during a conversation with security in the state that no one individual, but when in the country or in the state is allowed to brandish that sophisticated. He threw a challenge to the soldiers and now have reacted. So they go for the officer. Call.
So when you I want to ask you a question. When you say further, when you say go further, what do you mean by go further?
He has to go to challenge to that challenge is thrown to him. The governor has all that he takes to protect himself.
All right.
Now to say, remember that governor went in the place they call a forest. Have you forgotten? It's not similar in there.
All right, Jude, thank you very much. All right, Jude, very much.
This is a challenge.
Thank you very much, Jude. I've got to let you go. I've got to tell you, it's calling from good evening to one. Yeah. It's not about it, not. Let's focus on this issue. No, it just focus on, please.
Now, necessity is more of prevention. I was listening, and you cited that our law does not give permission or allow private to take arms, right? Yes, you are right. And that is why I said something from not be some even in the times for or crisis do these things. And they don't have disclosed information and associate and pattern and method to the person. So that the thing that as they expose the house, they don't any trust have that we were a fight against. They are aware that they can for years killing on many days, and we once have on it because every year we come have of what was happening on that road. The government then and come to the situation. I don't think that
in summary
would have managed to shadows back to more and tell you that across us anymore and the local government today is passing with those boys in because they are very important.
All right, so you okay. Thank you very much. Got Braid from Al1. Welcome on the show. So your thoughts, please. Welcome, my friend.
The governor got not legality. That the military should be able to look at the things going on and taking their arms. In as much as the governor does not like illegal things, like the governor the election brought into power, a lot of
Braid, the matter,
okay. To look at and people can monetarily go in because a lot of.
All right, thank you very much, Braid. That matter is in court. You know the rules. I do not know why you intentionally do that. Daniel, welcome.
Yeah, hello.
Hey, welcome, Daniel. Yeah.
I do my own analysis for the governor. Doesn't know why people are abandoning arms. He wasn't invited for the time. We have kidnappers. We have a criminal. All of them have privately on their own. We have political talks. Loans. You're supposed to know report that. And for the other cost of this,
it's not Asari Dokubo, yeah.
Asari Dokubo. I know we became out of that the Kabari Act when kidnappers are having a few days. And during the former governor, things are happening with Asari, and people asking what the government at that time said or try to do.
Asari, just Asari.
It's an indigenous son. He has the responsibility to take people. And that's why I got that to
Can I ask a question, Daniel? If everybody begins to carry to take their people, how do you think society will look?
Everybody. Now I'm telling you now 70% carrying and telling me this. Somebody come and say you will protect. No people. There are no things. What the governor will do now is partner with them. So that we will have to this. The man said he really for him.
It did say they did really. Daniel, thank you. We've got to go. Dixon says Wayne is calling out the West Dixon. Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, this is coming. It's what Asari Dokubo was saying is very. How can it's why one of Bola was saying that the government should stop this happening. If it was made by Dokubo, can't believe it's good though because it's not that everybody in the university will be gone. So anybody who wants this university and then into where supposed to stay because bodies are above ground instead of the session and it's not a university. University is bigger than so if a threatening governor is threatening university because to the area most of the community with high schools and people are doing on the basis, especially in the community in our west. So if such a time of that is
Thank you, Dixon. I will let you go now. Let's read some messages. We've got a lot of them on Facebook. Live 98. We've got messages there. That we WhatsApp. This one says, let's see. I have go through message. I read it. Okay, I'm going to keep a response. State for no just outrageous. DSS has been quiet. Releases me. Army blindfolded, turning to something not a meaning or non-state act or in a new form of government ruled by no act. A special regiment like the governor is in that what you see. But this was security is paramount in all citizens of the nation. Is everybody's business, but solely on control of the government of the day. Inside and local group are always help the government tackling insecurity to rid of rat against the low in the war. Other than say actors of no command and control is serious unfood. However, chief security is not arguable by individual, and then forces will not complete or pre order monitoring every activity by the actors destabilizing this Jane by Carol Nelson, a veteran. This is not inside. This one says this is Junior Stadium. Security is now playing Nigeria because he who wants to help him. Alright. This is good evening, Kaya. As far as I'm concerned, the governor of Asari and his board, they have been in the elections, governor claimed for the election of Bakari. Okay, this is a oval citizen. What can assist to tackle it? Please be filed by the otherwise or Afghanistan, John O. Google. Okay, someone's doing that. Stated this man of the spirit of that emoji. One time he left River State and Gary is about now radio. I'm saying he wants an appointment from Chief Security Officer of the President and threatening the peace of this lady. Thank you very much. I'll take some more calls, but a commercial coming up. First of all, we have on Facebook. Asari Lao governor ruled the state in peace, has no right to carry gun up and down on social media. His murder and can continue in his military life for that fight is on. Bring wisdom. How can we overcome problems with the older? Guessing we the Chief Security Officer and we have this display of in 9. But Obed is calling from Packard. Obed.
Yes, hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, one.
Yeah, we must start to the failure of the government to actually provide security is what led to where we have individuals coming up as some of assistance. I do not actually hope this to what is Asari, but I believe that before he became governor, under the former governor, that issue has been there. And as Parliament actually Asari, we really work. In a position sometimes I think the statement is indeed good, but with the situation we find ourselves. So I will always say that the defense has failed to provide security.
Thank you very much. When it's time for you and seeing forever you today.